looking to be more of a scoring threat. And I feel like that's what got Cranbull in the position to crash the boards, just aggressively attacking the lane, and Cranbull cleans up, gets an opportunity to shoot some free throws.
Belle Cranbull, who when her career finally comes to an end is going to go down as one of the best shot blockers at the Jersey Shore, well over 200 in her career, part of a Monmouth club that finds themselves right at the top of the CAA in terms of block shots by a large margin. And Cranbull has Monmouth on the board. Well, here is number 15 in black, Kylie Cornegay-Lucas, 12.9 points per game. She's on the left side of the floor last time, or this time out, but last time out she didn't score a single point. What did the Blue Hens do so well against Cornegay-Lucas to keep her from scoring?
I think that they just kept her from getting as many touches. She had a cold night, but who's not cold right now is Vander, who coming out, knocking down a three-pointer to start this game.
She had 9 in that win by 11 over William and Mary. She comes in averaging 10 points per game, and Monmouth has the early 4-2 edge. Answer triple from Towson is too strong. Jakite pulling the trigger. Vanderhoop, little hesitation move, and misses the short-range jumper.
If you're Monmouth, you can live with that. That was a nice shot from Vander, who had a mismatch opportunity. Jenkins sagged off of her.
Anumba, 14.9 points per game. She went off for 28 earlier this season against Hampton. Here is Anumba, laying it in with the right hand.
And when she had that 28 against Hampton, she was shooting threes, but this is what she can do to you as well. Take you off the dribble, protect the ball, and fade away and shoot that layup.
Well, Towson fell asleep defensively. Kleska all alone underneath.
Some really nice movement from Monmouth's offense, and you could just see the confidence coming along for this team. Every single one of each other just trusting each other and being selfless with the basketball.
Anumba has it right side of the floor. We've played a little bit more than 3 minutes. Monmouth with the 6-4 lead. Cornegay-Lucas lets one fly and misses the long two. Vanderhoop pulls it back out. Exenor finding Donovan. Great ball movement by the Hawks, and Donovan puts it home.
Absolutely great execution on the offensive end. Exenor finding her teammate Donovan, cutting to the ball side and being able to get an easy layup in that possession.
Hawks doubling up the Tigers right now. Tough shot, and the Hawks aim to push. And underneath, Exenor unable to get it to go. Towson at the other end of the floor. Look out here with Anumba. Knocked out of bounds.
Nice recovery, getting back in transition for Monmouth, because Anumba wants to go to the basket any opportunity she gets, and these shots have been hard to come by for the Tigers. Everything contested that they've been having to shoot, and Monmouth having a solid defensive outing right now.
If you're Monmouth, is this exactly the start that head coach Jenny Bogus wanted?
Absolutely. You want to have that strong start, but it's all about continuing throughout the game, keeping in that focus, and so far they're stepping up on the defensive end.
India Johnston has come on for Towson in the pink shoes, and so too has Taye Johnson, and it's the grad student who tosses it through the hoop.
Well, at 6'5", she's going to make it look real easy down there, being able to get some touches, so an easy layup for her.
Farrelly answers. She just came off the Monmouth bench, and so too did Rosalie Merciel. Both teams making their first substitutions. Johnston with the extra pass. Anumba misfires from distance, and a foul after the offensive rebound.
And we mentioned it, Johnson at 6'5". You're going to have to put a body on her and push her way out of the lane on these rebounds. You know the long rebounds are going to come from the three-pointers, but you have to make sure that you find her, put a body on her. She's got the size advantage out there on the floor right now.
There was a little bit of a discussion to determine if Taya Johnson was in the act of shooting or not, and they determined she was.
It looked like I think it looked like she clearly was.
So 2 free throws coming for the grad student and former Radford University product. Monmouth with a 3-point lead, 5:04 to play, opening quarter. Mentioned our officials, Sean Goody, Geraldine Smith-Washington, and Rod Creech. Jania Hall, number 20 in white, nearly threw that one away. Just subbed on for Monmouth. Vanderhoop. The screen is set. Ariana. Shot clock down to 6. Monmouth. That's one fly from deep, and it's too strong. And underneath, it's deflected off of Towson.
A nice job from Fairley fighting down there to get position and go after that.
Monmouth with a 10-8 lead, 4:35 to play, first quarter. This is FloHoops.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
The 2024 Monmouth University Golf Outing presented by Defined Logic is fast approaching, so lock in your spot today. This year's outing will take place at beautiful Matitaconk National Golf Club on June 3rd, and there are many ways to get involved. For more information, visit monmouth.edu/golf outing, call 732-263-5400 or email golfouting@monmouth.edu.
Tonight's broadcast of the Monmouth Hawks on the Monmouth Digital Network is brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's, a sub above, and by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Great Coke taste, zero sugar. Well, partner, we reached the first media timeout of the night, and Monmouth with an early 2-point lead. And we also get a look at some of the fans that have made the rainbow on Pride Night in the crowd as well.
Oh, we love that. We love the spirit of love coming in here tonight, and just being able to celebrate Pride Night is just a fun experience. So nice to see the fans out here showing love.
What have you liked about this start for Monmouth?
I really like that they have been sharing the basketball, already with 3 assists and 6 points in the paint. Just been looking to execute on the inside, and they've just been pounding it in.
I'll tell you, as Hall picks up her dribble, leaves it for the trailer, Exenor, well short on the 3. I'd be so nervous to form that rainbow, and I'd double check 2 or 3 times to make sure I wasn't the one that was sitting out of position. I feel like that would be a bad move on my part.
You wouldn't want to be the leader. You
No.
wouldn't want to start that.
Got to make sure we're all in position. Johnston. Cornegay Lucas, hard off the glass, but stays with the miss and out-muscles a pair of Hawks. It's staying with Towson. Shot clock down to 8. Nelson, too strong. This Monmouth defense continuing to work hard.
Absolutely, they have Towson shooting 30% from the floor right now, making everything difficult.
And a foul underneath. It's on Kylie Cornegay-Lucas. Well, last time out, here's a stat. Tell you how good Cornegay-Lucas has been over the years. She did not score a single point against Delaware. It was 0 of 9 from the floor. It snapped the streak of 54 straight games in which she scored at least a point. And the last team to keep her scoreless, also Delaware, a couple of years ago.
Well, they definitely have her number, and some teams are just like that. But she's going to be trying to get back in the offensive flow. But right now, the offensive flow for Monmouth has been dynamic to start this game.
Well, I've heard Coach Laura Harper of Towson talk at times about her team needing to do better work on the glass, and Monmouth right there is able to outwork Towson, and now an offensive foul on Anumba. And also of note, Kylie Cornegay-Lucas is on the bench right now for Towson.
Having a frustrating start to this game, trying to get their offense really in a flow. And a couple of times we've seen that from the Tigers. It's been an up and down year for them, where they're really just trying to figure out, you know, where to get that consistent offense from when Cornegay-Lucas is not having a good game.
Donovan hoists up the 3, and it's off target. She can score from out there. She's 7th in the conference and made 3-pointers with 40, has already surpassed her total from a season ago. She had 39 for MU. Well, what goes into this slow start? You mentioned it. That's been a problem at times for Towson, as Anumba is blocked by Krenbull.
And that's what Krenbull does. She cleans up down there. Nice blocking her to shift over. But to your point, I think that Anumba getting them started is trying to get some looks going to the lane, trying to get to the free throw line and get some attempts, but can't do that on Belle Krenbull. She is so good at getting those shots up out of there.
She leads the CAA in blocks and blocks per game. Johnston in and out on that short corner 3. Towson continuing to struggle from long range. Merciel. And Monmouth regroups. Here's Donovan, too strong. And an offensive foul. The guilty party, a push in the back, is on Belle Krenbull.
And I think right now, Casey Donovan just trying to get herself going from the 3-point line. But I'd like to see that ball movement that Monmouth came out with to start this quarter. Right now, just kind of settling for a few of those outside shots.
Nelson hits. Tough shots.
Every shot that the Tigers have taken has been contested, but that one right there, contested, it don't matter. Nelson was able to knock it down.
The transfer from UMBC breaks a little bit of a cold spell, and Donovan blocked out of bounds. That is Kayla Morris.
Well, one thing you'll notice about the Tigers is they have some length. 6'2" is Kayla Morris, and she makes you see all of that there. Casey Donovan gonna have to shake and bake a little bit more to free herself up.
80 seconds to play. First quarter, Monmouth by 2. Shot clock winding down. It's at 2. And a shot clock violation. Good interior defense there from Towson. That was Quinzaya Fulmore.
Very nice job of just rotating and staying patient, not bailing them out when the shot clock was going down. And the spacing there from Monmouth was a little bit too tight. Pleska trying to make something out of nothing. But again, another shot erased by Towson.
Like Towson has some Good size inside, 6'3", 6'5", 6'2" on the interior. They're going inside. That size, Fulmore rejected again. Cranbull already with 2 first quarter blocks.
Man, it's a block party right now.
Final minute of play, first quarter. It's a tight one. Farrelly could not get it to go. And Towson's Patricia Anumba trots the basketball across the timeline. Anumba was the player of the week last week, due in large part to that 28-point effort against Hampton. Johnston into a double team. That means the inside pass comes quickly and Fulmore lays it in. Final 10 seconds to play. First quarter. Deadlocked at 12. Hall driving. Kicking. Kleska good if it goes. And it's off target. And a low-scoring first quarter comes to a close with Monmouth and Towson on Pride Night. Even at 12. This is FloHoops. Well, we've been mentioning a time or two that this is the first meeting between these two teams since last season when Monmouth, on a Cinderella run, beat Towson 80-55 to win the CAA tournament.
It was such a remarkable win. I mean, they were the first 7 seed to win a CAA title and knocked off #1 last year. An incredible run for them. And the fact that they put it together in their first year in the CAA, it's just remarkable to me. Talked to Coach Bogus, where she says that we didn't care who we were facing. We were just trying to get through it every single game, and that was a good one in which they won the CAA championship.
You get a look now at the all-time series. It's small sample, of course. Monmouth recently joining the CAA, but it's level at 1. Towson won by 6 in this building last season in the regular season. Monmouth won when it mattered most in the postseason. They will play later this season in Maryland, March 7th to be exact. Vanderhoof, well, partner, you're not lying about it being a block party. Another rejection inside.
That's 3 blocks now for the Tigers. Having some great rim protection going on here.
Still Monmouth basketball. Kleska rifling it in. Jay Haynes is on for Monmouth. Transfer from LaSalle. Number 22 in white. Shot clock at 5. Kleska just forced to duck under and put one up, and it goes in.
What a tough shot from Kleska. Shows a little bit of a senior experience right there, keeping the pivot foot, remained patient and shook free, was able to get that one up.
First points of the quarter, and Monmouth has the 2-point lead. It has been a defensive struggle, nothing easy for either side thus far. As Alexia Nelson answers.
We've been seeing Nelson hit a couple of those step backs, a little signature for her. Been able to shake free of the Monmouth defense a couple of times.
She has 4 points in the early going. Finished with 11 last time out in the loss to Delaware. And Nay Staten picks up the foul. And Monmouth tosses away the inbounds pass.
Well, they've been doing much better on turnovers to start in this game, but been an issue for them throughout the season. They're averaging about 18 turnovers a game right here, so you don't want to add fuel to Towson's offense.
Nelson looking inside. Nobody was open. Of note, Cornegay Lucas is still on the bench for Towson. And that shot inside would not go from Nelson. Although now number 15 in black is getting set to check in. She's made her way to the scorer's table. Vanderhoop finding Kleska. A lot of moves to create that shot, and Kleska with a couple of baskets early in quarter number 2.
Well, Kleska averages 6 points a game, but these last couple games, she's just been looking more confident in her offensive ability to score the basketball.
Another block. Farrelly got her hand on that jumper from Onumba. Tough pass inside, swatted away by Morris.
There's got to be a bounce pass there.
Johnston rising for 2 in transition. 1 and done for the Tigers. Kleska walloped inside. The guilty party is Morris.
Nice job by getting to the other side of the hoop for Kleska. Kind of showed the basketball a little bit there too on a fake. But she's rolling on the offensive end. 6 points already.
Talked about Kleska playing so well of late. Career high 15 points. Last time out, finished with 7 rebounds in the 11-point victory over William and Mary. Kleska and Taisha Exenor both spent their first 3 years at Pittsburgh before transferring to the Jersey Shore. Cornegay Lucas, after Kleska missed both free throws, slows the tempo down. Onumba. Johnston, contested 3, too strong, long rebound. Here come the Hawks. Casey Donovan in transition.
Nice push on the fast break there. Getting the rebound and then going about their business on the other end. This is where the offense being fueled by the defense for the Hawks.
Onumba thus far has been held to just 2 points. Cornegay Lucas hasn't scored. Here is Patricia Onumba. Misfiring on a 3-point try. Towson continues to struggle from beyond the 3-point line. Wasn't too long ago that they knocked in a single game program record 16 3-pointers. As Farrelly pushes the lead to 6.
And that was pretty. A nice cut, nice movement on the offensive end. These off-the-ball cuts to the basket have been really successful for Monmouth.
Not sure that was the shot that Laura Harper, the second-year head coach for Towson, wanted. It came from Johnson.
And you can tell they're just trying to force up some shots. They got to get more movement on the offensive end.
Kleska, far corner. And Towson with good defense to close out on Sandrine. Cornegay Lucas over Cranbull. It feels like there's a lid on that hoop right now for number 15. One of the premier playmakers in the CAA. Has yet to dent the scoreboard tonight. Vanderhoop and a reach-in foul.
And I think right now the Hawks are just running their offense, right? They're trying to stay disciplined. They're trying to get the best shot possible. And that's something that Towson needs to do on the other end. Get the best shot possible, move the ball around. It's been a couple of passes, and then they throw up a shot. Just need a little bit more patience and movement and be able to find something under the basket if the three ball isn't falling.
Boy, like an NHL-style line change for Monmouth. As Vanderhoop knifes her way inside for 2 more.
She comes off those screens so tight, and it was a nice adjustment from her just to stop and pop, not running over the defender. She's just disciplined on the offensive end.
Largest lead of the first half for the Hawks. It's 8 right now. Nelson leaving it for Cornegay Lucas. Finally for number 15, the CAA preseason player of the year. And might that be the points that gets her going?
Yeah, well, who knows? But I know that the entire Monmouth bench was looking for a push-off on that play. But you said it looks like she's more into this game. Got a steal now to bring it back down.
Cornegay Lucas all the way to the basket, was blocked from behind by Exenor. A senior from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Jania Hall leaving it for Richardson. And Kayla Richardson drains the triple. Merciel stepped into that 3, but only White underneath. Offensive rebound by Exenor. Merciel! Timeout Towson! All of a sudden, Monmouth has flipped this game upside down. They lead by 11. This is FloHoops.
Greatness never settles. That's why the Monmouth University Hawks drive World Subaru, the #1 Subaru retailer in all of Central and South Jersey. Visit World Subaru today, proud sponsor of the Monmouth University Hawks, or online at worldsubaru.com. Go Hawks!
The madness of March heads to our nation's capital as the 2024 CAA Women's Basketball Championship, presented by Primus, comes to Washington, D.C. March 13th through the 17th. Get ready for dramatic moments and thrilling finishes as 14 teams battle for a berth to the NCAA tournament. Get your tickets now at CAAsports.com/WBB to see which CAA team will be crowned in the capital.
Whoever said that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line never said anything about the quality of the ride. With Coach USA, you can charter a luxury motor coach for all of your special occasions. From your wedding day to corporate events, sightseeing, trips to the casino, sporting events, and concerts. Enjoy free amenities on board, things like Wi-Fi, restrooms, and movies. So to book your charter anywhere in the U.S. or Canada, just contact our sales office today.
Greatness never settles. That's why the Monmouth University Hawks drive World Subaru, the #1 Subaru retailer in all of Central and South Jersey. Visit World Subaru today, proud sponsor of the Monmouth University Hawks, or online at worldsubaru.com. Go Hawks!
Join Monmouth University's annual golf outing on Monday, June 3rd at Metedeconk National Golf Club in Jackson, New Jersey. Please consider joining title sponsor Defined Logic and secure your sponsorship early. All proceeds benefit Monmouth Athletics. Visit monmouth.edu/golf outing for sponsorship opportunities and online auction information. 3:27 left to play. First half. Monmouth on a 13-2 run has opened up an 11-point lead.
And 11 points off the bench is a big reason why they were able to have that run. They had a 3-minute scoring drought, and these bench points really kicked in. Fairley with 6 points, Merciel with 2 points, Richardson getting in on the party and knocking down a 3-pointer. So that's just a solid outing for the bench players to come in and make an impact.
See how Towson responds. Anumba just tucks it all the way to the basket and scores with the right hand. Much needed for the Tigers.
They certainly needed a bucket. A nice looking drive from Anumba.
Towson is still yet to hit a shot from distance. They are 0 out of 5. Hall, wild shot underneath. And Towson comes away with it near the free throw line. Cornegay Lucas. Good ball movement. Anumba's wide open for 3, but they're not falling just yet from distance for Towson.
You're right, and she didn't hit that, but much better on the offensive end, going inside out. Cornegay Lucas initiated that, then kicked it out, swung it around. It was a good shot, just couldn't knock it down.
Exenor threw it away. 2-on-1. Anumba cannot finish.
It's just been that type of night for the Tigers. Can't convert on some of these good looks they've been having.
Vanderhoek thought about firing that long distance shot. Instead, Monmouth regroups. Shot clock is under 10. Exenor for Richardson. She's hit a 3. Shot clock at 1, and that is a shot clock violation. Well, for as much as Towson's offense has been struggling, at times we're seeing this kind of strong defense from them.
Definitely been seeing a burst where they're just locked in on the defensive end. They've been able to get a few turnovers from Monmouth as well, who you said had been kind of struggling with those throughout the year, already at 4-6. So now they just need to get some shots to fall.
Morris cannot convert with that short jumper, the transfer from CSU Bakersfield. 80 seconds to play first half in a rematch of last year's championship game won by the Cinderella Hawks, the first ever 7th seed to win the tournament title. Cranbull able to finish off a beautiful dime by number 1 in royal blue and white.
Man, that was pretty. Coming off the screen. We say how tightly she is able to keep that ball close to her and then finds her teammate on the opposite side. A nice cut to the lane from Cranbull.
4 more. Scores over Cranbull. Final 30 seconds, first half. Monmouth by 9. Hall for Cranbull. Wide open, cannot hit. Morris the rebound, and just too much jostling underneath by Monmouth, and they're guilty of a foul.
A little too much physicality down low, going for that rebound. And I thought Cranbull had a good look. That mid-range shot just couldn't knock it down.
As Towson hold for this final shot. The shot clock will play no further part in this first half. Anumba, a step back 3. No good. Final 6 seconds of the half, a chance for Monmouth. Vanderhoek driving, lost it, gets it back, puts it up. I believe it would have counted, but it clangs off the front of the cup. And the first half is in the books. Monmouth frustrating Towson through the first half. They lead by 9. This is FloHoops. Back inside the Ocean First Bank Center, where Monmouth, in a rematch of last year's CAA Tournament Championship game, has a 9-point lead over the Towson Tigers as we get a look at the CAA basketball standings. And partner, what stands out most about the top of the CAA right now?
Well, it's certainly Stony Brook, and we know that they have been rolling, an outstanding team right now, only with one loss in the conference. But I mean, look at Monmouth in a great position right now to start this conference play, and they're going to continue to try to build on that. They got a tough conference coming up in playing Stony Brook right after this game, so they're going to have to keep the focus and keep trying to get the wins going into February.
We cycle through the rest of the CAA basketball standings. It's important to note that every team makes the conference tournament, but you want a top 4 seed because you get a bye through the first 2 rounds right into the quarterfinals, and that helps you avoid a little bit what Monmouth couldn't avoid last year, playing 4 games in 4 days.
I know, and what they did was remarkable on those tired legs, playing all those games back-to-back. So it's all about getting that positioning when going into the conference tournament. So that's what you're fighting for in the regular season. So we know that it's going to be a fun one, teams going at it.
And we are taking a look now at the out-of-town scoreboard around the Coastal Athletic Association. And does anything jump out at you right now? You see Hofstra with an early lead over Stony Brook. Northeastern picking up a big win over Elon.
Well, that'll certainly be something that we want to keep an eye on, that Hofstra lead over Stony Brook. It is really early, but if they can get a win over Stony Brook, that would be incredible for them to start this conference play.
This is one of those conferences, the CAA, where it doesn't matter a team's record. Anybody can beat anyone when they match up. This is a tough conference from top to bottom.
Absolutely, it's tough. There's so much talent across the board. And just conference play, it's like everyone is playing at another level. You know that they want to go after it. The rivalries are also in play as well in the conference play. So I'm excited to see how the rest of it pan out.
Drexel has the 3-point lead over Delaware. North Carolina A&T up big over UNC Wilmington in the first half. At Charleston has the 7-point lead over Hampton. Those were the rest of your scores on the out-of-town Coastal Athletic Association scoreboard. Here at the Jersey Shore, Monmouth leads Towson by 9. This is FloHoops. Back inside the Ocean First Bank Center, Monmouth has a 29-20 halftime lead over Towson, and we are pleased to be joined on Monmouth's annual Pride Night by Luann Russell, the Senior Director of Conference Services and Special Events here at Monmouth. And I want to just jump right in and talk about this night, this annual tradition that Monmouth has turned it into. And it's one thing to say that you support Pride Night. It's another thing to turn those words into actions, and that's something that Monmouth has certainly done.
It most certainly has, and thanks for having me. You know, Coach Ginny B, she's incredible. This is the third time we're having Pride Night here, but the pride goes beyond tonight, and that's what's so important. It goes throughout the campus community, throughout the athletic program, all of our student programming. It's incredible to come together, prides, sexual orientation aside, allies. We do it as a unit, and I think that's what's so important about a community, coming together and showing strength, showing partnership, and I have to give it back to Coach Ginny B. You know, she's been incredible. She's a voice, not only for women's basketball, for the community at large, and really is a great advocate. So super excited to be here.
How do nights like this help show not just the campus community, but those that travel to these games, how inclusive of an environment Monmouth is?
Sure. So, I mean, my attire aside, right? My attire aside. The energy in this room tonight in the Ocean First Bank Center Arena, you can just feel it. It's just pounding in our chest, and we're just having an amazing time here. But it filters across the campus, into our classrooms, into our extracurricular activities. It's just incredible. So I'm so grateful, and I'm so happy that it's going to continue. It's not just one day. It's 365, and that's the pride that we need to have in one another. And I think this community here understands that. I think that they join together when they're excited. They join together when they're hurt. And this is just a great community that shows pride in one another, beyond sexual orientation, just pride in general.
You referenced head coach Ginny Bogus now in her third season. How did that partnership with her come to be to make this night an annual tradition?
Yeah, so I will follow Coach G in any regard. She is tremendous. She's a leader. She's a mentor. She's a woman that is just, I want to stand beside her. I don't stand behind her, I stand beside her, and I think a lot of the community do too. She has brought such an incredible energy beyond the LGBTQ plus community, all inclusive, bringing everyone up, bringing everyone together. And when I say up, I mean up. She lifts us every single day. Her words, if they don't impact you, you weren't listening hard enough. Because her words are so impactful, her actions are equally as impactful. And I tell you what, she's incredible, incredible.
Well, I just want to end on this. You talked about the energy in the Ocean First Bank Center. That's due in large part to your DJing ability.
Well, I mean, you know, everything comes from the energy that you share, right? So the positivity in the space, the place, it's incredible. It's incredible. We feed off of this positivity, and that's what's so impactful, and it's memorable. And these are the moments that we should all grab onto and not only ride them, but push them through the hard times. And if it's going to be through music, then let's do it. It's going to be through music. So cheers, everybody. Let's go Hawks.
Luann Russell, the Senior Director of Conference Services and Special Events at Monmouth. Thanks so much for coming by and talking about the importance of Pride Night and inclusion here at Monmouth.
You got it. Thanks so much for having me. Go Hawks.
An action-packed first half inside Ocean First Bank Center, and we relive some of the top moments of the first 20 minutes that saw Monmouth take a 9-point lead into the locker room.
And Monmouth was executing excellent on the offensive end, and Towson tried to make a run by going inside, but Cranbull, we saw a block party from her in the first half and from the Tigers as well too. So Towson just trying to get their offense back in the mix right now, shooting 26% from the floor.
We're going to take a look right now at the RWJ Barnabas Health and Monmouth Medical Center first half stats, and how jarring is it to look up at Towson's three-point shooting and see that they haven't made one yet from beyond the arc.
I mean, this is a team that averages about 7 3-pointers a game, and they just haven't been able to get one to fall. I thought they got some clean looks as well, too. But they're just going to have to figure out a way to generate some offense. I think getting a couple of trips to the free throw line, being aggressive, and seeing the ball go into the basket can certainly help. And they got to clean up these rebounds as well, too. Monmouth has 7 offensive rebounds with 7 second chance points. They definitely want to limit that.
You and I were talking a little bit before the broadcast about Coach Harper and her message to her team: get stronger on the glass. And in that first half, Monmouth was pushing around Towson, plus 12 for Monmouth as we begin half number 2. Towson now right to left. And A.J. Jenkins, a player we didn't see in the first half, is on now for Towson, number 22 in black. Corner Gay Lucas finds a Numba. And that's a long 2 from number 24.
That's a long 2, but nice to see some offense starting in this second half. I bet that feels good just to get that one to go.
You saw at the bottom of the screen, she's one of the best field goal percentage-wise in the CAA. Top 5 in that, top 6 in scoring at nearly 15 points per game. And a foul. Kleska was interrupted on her way to the basket.
Wilson's going to have to cut off that baseline when Kleska drives to the basket. It's a clear call for the referees.
Exenor headed to the free throw line, and I believe that foul is on Nelson, and it is number 13.
Well, look at the athleticism of Exenor, almost trying to tip that one in. Defender goes underneath her. Nelson talked about her ability to score, her ability to pass. She's such a all-around showstopper. I love watching her play. Long legs. She's playing really well as conference play continues.
First career double-double last time out. Had 11 points, 12 rebounds, and tied her career high with 5 blocks in that win against William and Mary as Cranbull turns it over. Numba accelerating all the way to the basket.
Well, one thing they have been able to do to Monmouth is turn them over. 7 turnovers in this game, and Numba gets an easy lay-in after picking that one up.
All of a sudden, Towson is close to within 6. Inside out basketball, Donovan. Looking for Kleska. And Ataya. And the possession arrow keeps it with Monmouth, but does not reset the shot clock that's at 6.
And the Hawks just want to be careful with the spacing here. I thought that was too tight of a pass for Cranbull to get a look at the basket.
Alongside Dominique Patrick, our great producer, Andrew Kurtz, I'm Andrew Byrne. We thank you for joining us. Shot clock at 1. Kleska glanced up at it, but did not take the shot. And once she passed it to Donovan, the buzzer sounds for the violation.
The defense here really ramping up for the Tigers. We've seen them generate a turnover and also take it down to a shot clock violation for the Hawks. Can they capitalize on it would be the question here.
Nelson. Into the hands of Jenkins. And Morris swirls in the jumper.
It's a really nice looking shot. I feel like if they can get that mid-range jumper to fall a few times.
Donovan, too strong on her three-point try. Alexia Nelson knifes her way inside, couldn't get it to go, but cleaning up the mess is the freshman Jenkins, and Towson all of a sudden within 2.
And if you're Towson, you got to be happy you're in this position. Only down 2, shooting the way they did in the first half.
And Monmouth has turned it over. Numbers for Towson. This ball game's tied. Timeout, Monmouth. Towson continues to turn over the Hawks to start this third quarter. We're even at 30 on FloHoops. Well, in the first half, Monmouth had a 13-2 run to seemingly take control, but now in the second half, Towson has an 8-0 run over the last 98 seconds.
And being fueled by their defense. They have been holding Monmouth to a scoring drought with 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes. And right now, Monmouth has 9 turnovers, and they have 6 points off of those turnovers, all in this third quarter. They really have been turning on that defense, and it's been fueling their offense.
Well, we got a look at one of the best defenders in Maryland history, Towson's head coach, Laura Harper. School record 198 blocks. Scored more than 1,400 points for the Terrapins. Her number 15 jersey hangs in the rafters. Took Towson to the championship in year 1. And has them 3-4 in the league in year number 2. And on an 8-0 run to draw even. Monmouth breaks it with some good passing from Krenpol.
And a little miscommunication on the Tigers of who got who when cutting to the basket. And this is what I feel like was working in that first half for Monmouth. They can't go away from it looking for that backdoor cut.
Ends the 8-0 run and gives Monmouth a 2-point cushion. Anumba tossing it to Jakite. Haven't said her name since early in this game. And an off-balance shot, well off the front of the cup. Donovan kicking, Merciel in rhythm, drains the 3.
Well, you know, the 3 ball wasn't particularly falling for Monmouth either. They were 2 of 10 before Merciel could knock that 3 ball down. And that is certainly a freshman who's been coming to play during conference play. Kick here, pretty looking shot, in rhythm, knocks it down.
And I believe after Merciel hit that 3, Morris committed an inbounding violation, as Monmouth has possession. Might have stepped on the baseline as she was trying to flip the pass back in. Merciel. 5-0 run for number 9. And Monmouth out of the timeout is on a 7-0 run.
And 16 points off the bench. Again, just coming in, making an impact is the freshman, Merciel.
All of a sudden, you mentioned it was a block party in the first half. It's a game of runs in the second half. Anumba hesitating, left it short. Donovan. And a crisscross her way, leaves it for Merciel! How about Rosalie Merciel? An 8-0 run by herself. Monmouth's on a 10-0 run, and the Hawks have a 10-point lead with 5:36 to play in the third.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion, obviously, because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
Greatness never settles. That's why the Monmouth University Hawks drive World Subaru, the #1 Subaru retailer at all of Central and South Jersey. Visit World Subaru today, proud sponsor of the Monmouth University Hawks, or online at worldsubaru.com. Go Hawks!
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
The 3-time member of Team Canada, Rosalie Merciel, on an 8-0 run by herself. Monmouth's on a 10-0 run, and in this third quarter full of runs, the Hawks are back in front.
And she's been looking good on the offensive end, just confident as we see her fired up after she knocks down that last three-pointer. She even hit him with a layup in this quarter as well, too. And Coach Boggess has talked so highly about her throughout the season and said that, yeah, I know she's a freshman, but she is ready for her to break out. And we've seen a couple of breakout games this year, and she was just shooting the lights out right now.
She started her 2024 off on the right foot, dropped in a season-high 20 points in 22 minutes against Georgian Court. Has 8 points in the last minute or so. Monmouth's on a 10-0 run over the last 84 seconds. They lead by 10. All of a sudden, kind of a big possession for Towson. Nelson lets one fly and hits.
And Nelson been having a solid game here today when she is able to shake free, kind of been able to make something happen on the offensive end when the Tigers need a bucket.
It ends the Monmouth 10-0 run.
Basket by number 13, Alexei Nelson.
5 minutes to play third quarter. Hawks with the basketball and an 8-point lead. Farrelly back on for MU. Hall, contested jumper, too strong, and Towson comes down with it. Boy, they look to push quickly. Anumba. Fulmore with her back to the basket. Goes at Farrelly and draws contact.
Fulmore, really nice recognition, being patient, waiting for the defense to pass her by so she can get that offensive one-on-one positioning inside on Farrelly, who brought her arm down and puts her on the free throw line.
Well, it may not mean something, or maybe it does, but looked over at the Towson bench as Fulmore missed the first free throw. And if you look at the top of your screen, Kylie Cornegay-Lucas is up on that stool. Not sure if she is banged up or not, but usually that is the area where you would sit if you are injured, and we have not seen her in the third quarter.
And that's a big loss for them. She's second on the team in scoring at 13 a game with 9 rebounds. Just an outstanding player, and she just hasn't been able to get it going this game, and hopefully not a bad injury.
Jania Hall splashes in the rainbow three. Monmouth having their way from beyond the arc. They're now 5 out of 13. Towson is yet to hit one from beyond the arc. Fulmore had to alter her shot just a bit with Farrelly, and it results in a missed opportunity for Towson. Merciel, bullseye!
That's a nice no-look pass, too, from Jania Hall, pushing the pace and finding Merciel almost in the same spot. She hit that first one, and she is on fire right now.
Monmouth knocking down threes left and right. And speaking of knocking down, Anumba tossed down Exenor, offensive foul.
And here's Jania Hall just pushing in transition. She knows, she loves that no look. Finds Merciel, you leaving her wide open. She's gonna knock that down easily.
Well, maybe the stool is just where you go to rejuvenate, because here comes Cornegay-Lucas back on the floor for Towson as Donovan misses off the side of the rim.
I think so. We see Fulmore over there now, too. That might be just their thing.
Hydrating station, maybe, as number 15 in black shovels it off. They've got to get her going, though. Has just 2 points tonight, did not score against Delaware. Preseason player of the year. And it's staying with Towson with 9 on the shot clock. Stayed in. Shot clock at 3. Tough turnaround. Hard off the glass, that's it. Monmouth continues to make life tough when it's not in transition for Towson. And it's going the other way. Offensive foul on Belle Cranbull. Head coach Ginny Bogus didn't agree with the call. We're going to take another look.
And it looks like the impact had her feet moving a little bit. Not sure about that call. It looks like she might have been set, but the defender kind of just ran right into her, knocked her off balance.
It's exactly what head coach Ginny Bogus was saying across the way, that she wasn't moving. Cornegay-Lucas jump stops and forced one up.
That was a really tough shot. I think she got away with the travel on that one as well.
Hall banks it in.
Monmouth here been pushing the pace really well. They're playing at a great offensive pace right now. They're collecting the rebound and just pushing it until a defender stops them, looking for their teammates. And they have 12 assists. Now their 6th straight game where they've had double-digit assists, just been sharing the basketball at a high level.
8-0 run again for Monmouth. Their lead is ballooned to 15. 90 seconds to play third quarter. Shot clock getting set to expire. Cornegay-Lucas blocked by Cranbull and a violation.
Nice defense there from Cranbull coming over to help. You know that Cornegay-Lucas wants to get loose, and she helps out her teammate Donovan, who got stuck on the screen. Cranbull, we know that's what she's good at. Blocking, shots.
Came into the night third in the history of Monmouth basketball with 220 career blocks. She leads the conference in blocks and blocks per game. She is top 25 in the nation. And Monmouth continues to thrive from beyond the three-point line. It's Hall again.
And man, did you see that step back three right there? Bogus gave a little bit of a smirk after that three-pointer right there, because the versatility of offense from this team is looking good right now.
And Towson at the other end of the floor will have an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, the Hawks were on an 11-0 run before that bucket. Towson just continuing to struggle on the offensive end, but Anumba trying to continue to chip away.
Monmouth is 7 out of 16 from three-point range. And the officials have been buzzed over to confirm with the scorers table that it was, in fact, count the basket, and they will. And now Nelson will shoot the and one. Alexia Nelson, the senior from Brooklyn, 2 years at UMBC. Converts the three-point play. That was much needed for Towson. Final minute of play, third quarter. They have work to do. Hall looking for Exenor. And finally, it's pulled down by Cornegay Lucas. They're going inside. Johnson unable to get it to go, and a foul on number 30 in black.
Monmouth defense just swarming all over the Tigers right now. They have been trying to execute the pick and roll and get something, but there has just not been an opening for them. Credit the Hawks for being locked in on defense.
See if Monmouth holds for essentially the final shot. There's less than a second differential between the quarter clock and the shot clock. MU with a 15-point lead due in large part to their three-point shooting in quarter number 3. It's been the Hall and Merciel show. And it's Hall who has the basketball right now, the senior. Final 6 seconds. Penaides leaving it for Exenor. How fitting that MU ends the third quarter with another trifecta. This one from the senior Exenor.
Look at this shot right here. Exenor joining in on the three-point party, holding the follow through. That was pretty of a shot right there. And right now, Monmouth got everything working for them.
Hawks fans, Monmouth University Giving Days will take place this March 20th and 21st. And you can support your favorite team today by signing up as a team ambassador to help spread the word. All funds raised go directly to the team of your choice. For more information, check out MonmouthHawks.com/Giving Day. Well, how fitting that in that third quarter, Monmouth was giving Towson fits from three-point range after a first half that saw them go just 2 out of 9 from beyond the arc. MU was 6 of 8 from distance in the third quarter.
And they're shooting the basketball well right now, but sharing it. 15 assists in this game. This team has been very well connected. I feel like they've been finding the shooters in rhythm, and the shot creation has been fantastic in this game here, and that's how they've been able to create the separation from Towson.
Monmouth beat Towson by 25 in last year's title match. Lost to them by 6 in the regular season in this building, and they are in front by 16 right now as Towson starts the fourth quarter with a basket from their junior, Mariah Wilson.
Well, you know they're not going to give up. They're going to keep trying to take it to you, and so Monmouth has to stay sound on defense.
Kleska. Monmouth keeps it behind the perimeter. Inside they go. Cranbull could not get it to go. Little shovel shots. Onumba rising, and Towson misfires again from beyond the arc.
Now 0 of 8 from the three-point line. Just a really tough shooting night.
Morris rejects Donovan, but it stays with MU. Morris, a very good shot blocker. She led the Big West Conference last year with 57. Donovan, Monmouth on some kind of three-point binge.
They must have been shooting on the shooting gun before this game for sure, because the three-pointers are looking nice right now. And if they keep falling, I say keep shooting.
As Jenkins finds a seam and lays it in. Well, tonight's Pride Night. Usually Monmouth doesn't double book events, but I think it's the three-point shooting contest tonight as well. Here's another try. And Donovan missed from beyond the arc. A rare miss from distance. Onumba backs it out. Wise decision there from the veteran. Vanderhoop crosses the timeline and slams on the brakes. 57-40 in favor of Monmouth. Our producer, Andrew Kurtz. My partner, Dominique Patrick. I'm Andrew Byrne. We thank you for joining us. CAA Women's Basketball on FloHoops. Monmouth has the big lead.
The lid on the basket right now for Towson. They cannot knock down a three ball in this game. Very frustrating night for them.
Monmouth did not cross the timeline in the allotted 10 seconds. Not something you see every game, but it happens here, the 10-second call. And it's a turnover.
It was very, very close, and Vanderhoop just not paying attention. Gets the 10-second call, just an unforced turnover there.
Sophomore Gabby Scott is subbed on for Laura Harper's Towson bunch. Alexia Nelson has been the offense right now for Towson. India Johnston, by the way, tonight has no points. Kylie Cornegay-Lucas has been held in check. 2 big-time scores for Towson have yet to find their groove tonight.
And just credit the Hawks for understanding that defensive assignment.
Hall had a big third quarter. Hall could not get it to go, and it's batted into the first row by Monmouth.
And Coach Bogus is fired up over there. Definitely a couple of empty trips for Monmouth on the offensive end.
Well, let's take a look. You said it was very close on the 10-second count. It looked like the ball was crossing the timeline as the shot clock was still at 21.
Absolutely.
Was
I mean,
then
we
ticking
get
down.
the replay advantage to take a look at it. But it was a very close call. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Great look from our crew on the digital network. And that is Quinzaya Fulmore, the honorable mention all preseason selection. Towson trying to fight their way back in it. They've gone on runs before. They're within 13.
The Hawks have to continue to be careful here. Only a 13-point game, still a lot of time left.
Donovan. Sandrine Kleska rejected out of bounds. Looked like that was good help side defense by Gabby Scott.
Well, these two teams certainly been going bar for bar. I mean, block for block, because there's 6 blocks right now for both teams. Just been able to have great rim protection down low. And I feel like that was the adjustment the Hawks had to make. Started knocking down some outside shots. Not letting anything be easy down there.
And it was Scott who got her left hand on it. Merciel, of course. That kind of night for Rosalie Merciel and Monmouth from beyond the three-point line. And there's nothing Towson can do to defend this sharp shooting of the Hawks in half number 2.
Well, Merciel just looking unstoppable on the other end of the floor. She was eyeing the glass. As soon as she caught the ball, defender there didn't like that one. Defender didn't even matter. She just wanted to set her feet and get in rhythm. And she is getting everything to fall right now. Eyes up on the basket, comes off the screen, and look how quickly she gets that release off. Man, she's good.
Well, Monmouth's season high in made three-pointers is 12. They did that against Ryder. You saw moments ago. They're 10 out of 20 tonight. As Towson will have an opportunity here for an old-fashioned three-point play. And guess who it is? Nelson.
Well, Nelson having a solid game, 13 points here tonight. And Towson just hanging around here, not really going away, not letting Monmouth extend this lead.
It's sticking with the Tigers after the missed free throw. Good rebound by Fulmore, but a turnover. Exenor. And it's blasted out of play. With 4:59 to play in quarter number 4. Monmouth has a double-digit lead over Towson. This is FloHoops.
This is where everything starts. It's a place of new beginnings, new opportunities, and a new identity. We are the Coastal Athletic Association, and from the beaches to the city streets, we are united to succeed at an elite level, in competition, in our communities, in our lives. This is the tide that lifts us, the fire that burns inside all of us. This is our moment, our new chapter. We are the CAA, and we are united in excellence.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ-Barnabas Health.
Greatness never settles. That's why the Monmouth University Hawks drive World Subaru, the #1 Subaru retailer at all of Central and South Jersey. Visit World Subaru today, proud sponsor of the Monmouth University Hawks, or online at worldsubaru.com. Go Hawks!
excitement is in the air, and we want you here cheering on the Hawks. Don't miss your chance. Head over to MonmouthHawks.com/tickets to secure your seats and be a part of the action. Monmouth behind their three-point shooting has a 14-point lead, and Dominique, on the other side, this Towson club has yet to hit a three-point shot. They're 0 of 9 tonight. The last time the Tigers failed to hit a three in a game, December 5th of 2022 against Princeton.
Well, we know that this is a three-point shooting team. This is what they like to look for, but one of the downsides of having so many shooters on your team is there's some cold nights. Sometimes when you're not hitting the three, you got to find other ways to score, and so far, they've been hanging around a little bit. 14-point game, and they've been going inside a little bit because they haven't been able to hit any three-point shots.
That's tough from Hall, ducking her way to create a better angle and kissing it off the glass.
And if you're the Tigers, you're like, what more can I do on that possession? They've been playing some pretty decent defense, but Monmouth's offense just been overpowering right now.
And Towson at the other end answers with the lay-in by Fulmore. Well, to your point about hot and cold shooting nights, wasn't too long ago that Towson had a single-game record, 16 made three-pointers just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a team that can certainly get hot, but they're streaky. It's been up and down throughout the season. But like I said, they average about 7 threes a game that they're looking for, just haven't been able to make one tonight.
That three wouldn't fall. Into a scrum. It's Monmouth basketball on the top.
Possession to Monmouth. Substitution.
62-48 Monmouth, 3:41 left to play in this game. And Newman's Own, a radically good food company. 100% of their profits go to help kids facing adversity. Find a store near you at newmansown.com. Well, there's still time for Towson. They just can't afford many empty trips, and they also can't afford to trade baskets with the Hawks that are trying to improve to 6-2 in the CAA. Vanderhoop. And Monmouth head coach Ginny Boggess didn't like her team's offensive setup, so she'll call a 30-second timeout.
And I like that timeout there by Coach Boggess because her team wasn't really sure what exactly they were looking for on the offensive end. And like you said, a lot of time left. You don't want to give them any momentum. We've seen a couple of empty trips from the Hawks on the offensive end, and we see that Towson is trying to speed them up, look for a turnover. They already have 11 in this game, so that she just wants a good shot. If a good shot attempt here for Monmouth.
The 2024 CAA Women's Basketball Championship presented by Primus is quickly approaching. March 13th, it gets underway. The Entertainment and Sports Arena in Washington, D.C. Tickets are on sale now. You want to finish top 4 to get the first 2 buys into the quarterfinals. All 14 teams qualify.
Number 20, Mariah Wilson, her second personal first team foul.
But it's hard to do what Monmouth did last year and win 4 games in 4 days. So that's why it's important to earn as many buys as you can. Monmouth would have a bye right now if the season ended. Cranpole misses inside the paint. And it's going to be Towson basketball. They're down 14 with a touch over 3 minutes left to play. That's one of the kind of interesting things. We talk about all this three-point shooting. The fact that it's only a 14-point game, Towson is hung around. And The last thing Monmouth wants to do is allow the Tigers to cut into their lead without any time coming off the clock.
I mean, this is a 74% free throw shooting team in the Tigers, right? They don't go to the free throw line a lot because they like to shoot the 3-ball. And I think that that was the difference in this last game that they lost versus Delaware. They were cold from the floor, but they only had 9 free throw attempts. I think when you're cold from the floor, you have to make something happen, and that is what Anobu is so good at. She is good at drawing contact and getting to the rim. She misses that free throw there, but it's giving you some looks on the offensive end when you're cold like that.
One more coming for Anumba. She just went 0 out of 2 at the line for Towson. Don't worry, announcer jinxes are not a thing.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that. I was like, dang, I jinxed her.
Former All-American at CCBC Essex. Missed 2 vital ones for Towson. Donovan had it knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Monmouth with just 8 on the shot clock. They talk about head coach Ginny Bogus. What a job she has done at the Jersey Shore in short order. In her first year at the Jersey Shore, authored the largest single-season turnaround in program history. 12 more victories than the prior season, than last year. In Monmouth's first year in the league, she delivers them a CAA championship and an appearance at the NCAA tournament for the first time in 40 years. In year number 3, Monmouth is 12-6, 5-2, and well on their way to lucky number 13 this season. Wilson, that was pretty.
A nice strong drive there, put her head down and refused to be stopped. Scoring on the left side.
12-point game. Towson, can they get stops though? Cranbull and Monmouth can tend to run some clock. Kleska turned it over. And here comes India Johnston, the Bear Delaware native, stepping back for 3. That's Towson's first made 3 of the night, and it comes with just 93 seconds to play.
And what a time to get in. That was a tough 3-pointer too. The step back knockdown. It's only a 12-point game.
Her favorite spot on the floor. Monmouth's lead has been trimmed to 9. Merciel, too strong, loose ball. Towson can draw closer.
Well, they gotta go. They gotta play with some urgency right now.
Sure do, under a minute to play. Johnston, blocked by Cranbull. Towson's not gonna foul here, at least initially. They're gonna try to play some defense. Head coach Laura Harper does not want her club to foul. 30 seconds to play. Kleska, creative as the shot clock was set to expire. Monmouth up 11, final 20 ticks. Cranbull inviting everybody to her own block party tonight. And that is how Pride Night 2024 ends, with another Bell Cranbull block and another Monmouth win over Towson. 64-53 the final score. Monmouth keeps right on rolling. A strong January, and now they're off and running in the month of February. Their 13th win of the season. They improved to 6-2 in league play, and head coach Ginny Bogus has her bunch playing some very good basketball. 4 wins in a row, 11 victories in their last 13 tries. Towson, on the other hand, falls to 11-8, and they have slipped to 3-5 in the CAA. The preseason favorite, who garnered 9 of 14 first place votes, has dropped 2 conference games in a row by double figures. First to Delaware, And now to Monmouth. 64-53 the final score, and Monmouth really took advantage of their ability to hit the three-point shot. They finished tonight 10 out of 22 from beyond the arc as we take a look at RWJ Barnabas Health's game summary. The final stats, well, it's eye-popping. Towson just 1 of 11 from three-point range. Monmouth was 10 of 22 in a game that featured just 14 total free throws. There was a lot of action, not a lot of whistles, and Monmouth out-rebounds Towson by 15. Head coach Laura Harper has talked about her team. This is Towson needing to do a better job on the glass. They could not do it tonight. They turned the ball over just 5 times, but Monmouth clamped down defensively, and some of the big-time performers for Towson. They held Kylie Cornegay-Lucas to just 2 points. Patricia Anumba finished with just 8, and India Johnston didn't pick up her first points of the night until there were 93 seconds left in the game. That coincided with Towson's first made 3 of the night. And now, my colleague Dominique Patrick is standing by with MU head coach Ginny Buckets.
First and foremost, I want to ask you about the defense. Towson is a three-point shooting team. You held them to 9% from the three-point line. What went into that defensive execution?
Yeah, I think we just really executed the plan today, especially in the first half. We wanted to run them off the line. They got to the paint a little bit more than we wanted them to, but again, you've got to give up something, right? They're a very good team. They're a very well-coached team. And then we feel like our pace can wear people down a little bit if we get out and run when we get stops, and I thought that happened tonight. So it was a good job by our squad.
Speaking of pace, you guys had 16 assists. This is a 6th straight game. We've had double-digit assists. What does that say about your team gelling right now?
I just think it tells you who they are as young women and as teammates. They love finding the open person. They love getting their shots, getting shots for their teammates. And you saw the bench tonight, incredible energy, celebrating one another, and that's Monmouth basketball. We've got 8 new players, and a handful of them are playing a lot of minutes for us, and they're really starting to understand our system. And I'm really happy for them.
The bench put up 33 points here tonight, and a big part of that was Rosalie Merciel. What do you think about her offensive performance here tonight?
She's incredible, and I've been pumping confidence into her. Her teammates have been pumping confidence into her, and the only time I really fuss at that kid is when she won't shoot. And I'm like, take it, go to work. But she's got international experience playing with Team Canada. There's no moment too big for her. She's confident, and she puts the work in. She's one of our hardest working kids, so we're really excited about her future. But, when she's out there with 4 veterans, they really support her and lift her up. So we got to give credit to everybody on the court when she's making those shots and they're finding her.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations on the win. We're going to take it over to Rosalie Merciel, Newman's own player of the game. Congratulations to you. I wanted to ask you, season high, career high on knocking down the 3 ball, 4 threes here tonight. What was the difference?
Thank you. We just wanted to win, and it was really a team thing. So just knocking down 3s will make the game to win, so that's it.
Well, now that you guys did get this conference win tonight, you won 4 straight. How do you and your team feel about this win going forward?
Oh, we're not done, that's for sure. We just want to continue rolling. For sure, we just want, to continue rolling. That's the only thing I'm going to say, and keep those W's.
Well, you left your mark out there on the floor. Now you get to leave it here on the camera. Go ahead and sign your name.
Okay.
How cool is that? Rosalie Merciel gets to sign the lens and now celebrate with her teammates following a 16-point performance. She finished with a career-high 4 made three-pointers. You heard head coach Ginny Boggett saying she keeps pumping confidence in to a player that has a world of international experience. 3-time member of Team Canada who won gold at the Commonwealth Games. Big reason why Monmouth picks up the victory tonight over Towson. For producer Andrew Kurtz and my partner Dominique Patrick, I'm Andrew Burns saying so long from the Ocean First Bank Center, where the final score is the Hawks of Monmouth 64 and the Tigers of Towson 53. Flow Sports is your home for live and on-demand CAA sports coverage all season long. Visit flowsports.tv/CAA for more information. This has been a presentation of the Monmouth Digital Network.